Most Americans have approached the response to the coronavirus in good faith. They want to protect themselves and their neighbors and their families, and they trust our political leaders to make wise decisions based in science. And yet, a lot of the lockdown rules don't seem to be based in science. Chief Breaking News correspondent Trace Gallagher has an overview. Hey, Trace.
Hey, Tucker, for the record, we still don't know the science and data behind closing the beaches, and now the reopening of beaches comes with a list of baffling rules and regulations, still no science. For example, in Ocean City, New Jersey, you can run on the beach, walk across the beach to get to the water, but you cannot sit on the beach. Not in a chair, not on a towel. You got to keep moving unless you're fishing, and then you can stand there. Same goes for here in Los Angeles County. When beaches open this week, you got to walk or run, but the pathways built along the beach for walking and running are still shut down. Remember in Michigan when Governor Gretchen Whitmer banned all power boats? Well, you'll be happy to know that in Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker is allowing power boats with no more than 2 people, regardless of boat size. So if you happen to have more than 2 people in your family, apparently somebody's not going boating. California parks are beginning to reopen, and you are allowed to sit and sunbathe as long as you're 6 feet apart. You are not allowed to stand 75 feet apart and play tennis.
Amazing. Trace Gallagher, thanks a lot for that.
Yep.
Lawmakers and bureaucrats may be oblivious to all of this, but people like Shelley Luther are not. Luther owns a hair salon in Dallas, Texas. Last week, she reopened her salon so that her employees could earn a living. That was in defiance of a shutdown order. She was arrested for that. She was given a stern lecture by a judge with a secure 6-figure income and then thrown behind bars. Thankfully, she was soon released. We're happy to have her on tonight. Shelley Luther, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Hard to believe
Thanks for having me, Tucker.
You don't look like a criminal. Hard to believe you actually went to jail. You were the only people in America who went to jail. All the rapists are getting out. What did you learn from the experience?
Well, I definitely learned that whatever's going on in that court system is not fair, and we need to take a harder look in that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you were lectured by a judge, a Harvard Law School graduate who likes fine cigars, who told you needed to apologize to him personally. You needed to grovel, genuflect, kowtow before his bench, or you'd go to jail. You refused. Why did you refuse?
Well, he wanted me to apologize for being selfish. And I just told him, the government really didn't give me any choice. If we're not getting the government funding that we're promised and weeks go by, they kind of forced my hand in going back to work, and I was not going to apologize for working to feed my kids and let my stylist feed their family as well.
Most people, I think, would have said, I don't want to apologize to this pompous moron. On the other hand, I really don't want to go to jail. Did it occur to you maybe just cave this one time and call it a day?
It never did. Actually, I talked to my dad before the ruling, and he was kind of trying to talk me out of it. And I said, I just can't, because so many people are relying on me right now. Ex-war veterans, just thousands and thousands and thousands of people thanking me for standing up for what was right. And I felt like if I gave in, everything that we've done so far would be over.
So you're a female business owner who took a stand on conscience, an unpopular stand, and was jailed for it. That's the profile of a hero in our culture. You're not being treated like a hero by the news media. Why do you think that is?
It's not all the news media, but a lot of them think that the money was a scam, the GoFundMe account. Look, I went into jail with $20,000 of legal funds that someone I didn't even know started for me. I was in jail 2 days, woke up, there was $500,000 in there. I had nothing to do with it. Not that I'm not grateful, and I want to plan great things with that. I've got my brand new charitable organization coming up called Courage to Stand, and we just put up our website, and I'm so excited to share that money and share my voice for people that are too scared to stand up themselves.
Yeah. I hope you send some of it to the challenger who will unseat that pompous moron serving on the court in Texas. Shelley Luther, congratulations on getting out. Thanks a lot for coming on tonight and for saying what you believe. Amen.
Thank you so much, Tucker.